Laboratory 4. Measure the DC and AC voltage using oscilloscope. The objective: 1 is to describe the operation of oscilloscope. Use the oscilloscope to measure DC and AC voltage, measure period and frequency of AC waveform, measure amplitude and peak-to-peak voltage, measure instantaneous voltage. The circuit for DC voltage measurement.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. So I will explain on how to use the laboratory DC power supply. So first we look at our circuit here from figure 3. So we have 6 volt connected in series with another 6 volt. So when we want to connect when we want to use the DC power supply, so we can see here we have left and the right side. So this is the voltage. So we need to set this one to 6 volt, and then this one also 6 volt. And because our circuit it is connected in series, so we choose here we have independent, series and parallel. So we choose series. So we need to turn on this button to get series connection. So it is already connected, yeah, in series. So we have these two cable, one is negative terminal and another one is the positive terminal. Okay, and this is actually with the current limiter, so we need to set so that our components will not over current. Okay, so first we need to turn off okay, so this is the oscilloscope. So we need to connect the probe at channel 1. And okay, after this we will do measurement with our circuit by using the oscilloscope and DC power supply. First, before we use the oscilloscope, we need to do a calibration. So I connect the probe here, okay, and we press measure. Right, so we can see here auto set, okay, and measure. Okay, so we can see here Vmax is 2.05 volt. You can actually measure from the block here. One block represent 500 millivolts. So here we have 4 block. So it is about 2 volt. Okay. Okay. If we look at this circuit, so we want to measure from A to ground. Okay, so first we take the oscilloscope probe to the positive. So I put the positive here at A, and then the negative is connected at the DC supply negative. Okay, so we connect for the negative from here. Okay, and then we need to connect the DC supply to the resistor. So make sure the DC power supply is turned off, switch off. So we connect the positive at A, okay, and the negative at here. Now we want to, okay, so we switch on the DC power supply. Alright, now we want to see the output from the oscilloscope. So so we can see here that the output Vmax is 6.07 volt. Okay, the answer should be 6 volt, so there are some measurement error. Okay, so we can see that the value is about 6 to 6.07 volt. Okay, so we complete for the measurement from A to ground, so we can continue to the other measurement.
AC voltage measurement using oscilloscope.
Okay, so now we move to experiment 2, how to measure AC voltage with using oscilloscope. So we need to use function generator to generate the waveform. So for example, here is a triangular waveform. So you can see from the oscilloscope, the output from the oscilloscope. So we need to change to sinusoidal. Alright, and then here we can see that the frequency need to set to 1 kilohertz. So 1 kilohertz, so we need to turn this to 1 kilohertz. Alright, so it's about 1 kilohertz, and finally we need to set the amplitude to minus 5 to 5 volt. Okay. Okay, so it is about 5 volt now. Alright, so after we set the function generator, so now we need to connect the function generator to the 10 kilo ohm resistor. Okay, so I connect the function generator to the resistor. Okay, and then for the oscilloscope probe, the positive here, right, and the negative. Alright, okay, now we want to measure the RMS voltage. Okay, so we Alright, okay, now we want to measure the RMS voltage. So we need to find the RMS voltage. Okay, so here is the variable, so we go to the VRMS. Okay, and then so we can see the RMS voltage is about 3.36 volt.
Okay, thank you.